Kasani and a couple of lengths to Ebony Grove. Well, Magic of Sydney's got a pretty handy lead as they travel 300 metres. It must be 6 lengths on Yippee-I-O. Yobro close up inside of Yippee-I-O and 5 lengths to the imported horse Kasani and a further 6 or 7 lengths to Ebony Grove. Turning into the back straight now and going along past the 1550, and Magic of Sydney leads the way. Must be about 5 lengths on Yippee-I-O. Third posse is Yobro, another length away, and about 3 Kasani and 8 lengths to Ebony Grove. Getting a long way back in the early stages, Ebony Grove, as the field runs along towards the 1200 marker in the Craven Plate, and Magic of Sydney in front. Leanne Olsen on Yobro, not wanting the rider of Magic of Sydney, Larry Cassidy, to dictate terms to suit himself. Got a bit closer on Yobro, Leanne, but Magic of Sydney quickened up just a little. And as they race on past the 1100 metres, Magic of Sydney in front, but not for long. Yobro decides to go up on the outside. Magic of Sydney really fires up now, and again he draws away from Yobro. They're playing cat and mouse in front at about 2 lengths to Yippee-I-O. Well, Yippie's getting a nice run, 2.5 Kasani and 5 lengths to Ebony Grove. As they come down the side and go past the 800, Magic of Sydney again gets away a shade, about 1 3/4 lengths on Yobro. On the fence, another half away is Yippee-I-O. Kasani is next, another 2 back and 5 lengths to Ebony Grove. 500 metres left to travel. Magic of Sydney leads the way. He's about 2 lengths on Yippee-I-O. Yobro is starting to feel the strain, followed by Kasani, and 3 or 4 lengths to Ebony Grove as they round the corner. Larry Cassidy had a quick peep on Magic of Sydney. He saw big brother Jimmy on Yippee-I-O looming up on the outside, and Yippee-I-O quickly went away from Magic of Sydney at about 4 lengths. Kasani followed by Yobro, and then comes Ebony Grove. Oh, a different horse today, Ebony Grove, than the one we saw at Rose Hill, but Yippee-I-O streeting Magic of Sydney and Kasani, and Yippee-I-O cruises in. Yippee-I-O, and a victory salute by Jay Cassidy shortly past the post, and it beat Magic of Sydney out of sight. Kasani third, Ebony Grove. Can he win the Metrop on that? Gee, I wonder. And Yobro was absolute.
Okay, number 4, Yippee-I-O, 240, 150. 5, Magic of Sydney, 330, no third.
230 and 150. Number 5, Magic of Sydney, has paid a dividend of $3 and no third for number 2, Kasani. Ebony Grove, he even seemed to change stride in the straight there for a period of 10 metres or so, and gee, tell you what, would need to show a heck of a lot of improvement to come out here on Monday and win the Metrop on that run this afternoon. I know they're 2 totally different races, but he was entitled to go to the post better this afternoon, Ebony Grove, and the run was quite in contrast with his performance when he bullocked through that gap to win the Hill Stakes at Rose Hill on the 20th of September. Quite in contrast. Couldn't believe he was the same horse today. 4, Yippee-I-O, back to his best by Interstellar from Yodels, Jack Denham for Mr. and Mrs. G.B. White. Chestnut Gelding 4, 12 starts, 7 wins, the second and the third. Magic of Sydney battled on a Bay Horse 4, Danehill Eloquent Edition, G. Waterhouse, El Cassidy and Kasani, Bay Horse 6, Alleged Casita, Bruce Wallace, Darren Beedman, and number 3 was a distant 4th, Ebony Grove. They've run 2:01.71, 2:01.71, that's 0.01 outside Sarah Fay's race record, and Tony's got the sectional time coming up. Thank you, sir. 34.15, 34.15. The winning margin was 3.5 lengths, a neck separated second and third, 3.5 by a neck. Good to see Yippee-I-O right back into top form now, but as I say, pretty poor performance by Ebony Grove, Rod.
Unbelievably poor, really.
Okay, let's have a look.
And Rock You bounced away quickly. A bit of crowding after the start here with well-known the Grey showing terrific speed. Going up now to join the lead at Checkmore when they settle down. Rock You is tucking in behind them. Then further back, Ruling Regent, Rye Hero. Further in there, Express Age, followed by Del Sol. Bradson went back to second last, and last of all is Always a Chance at the 850-metre mark, and it's well known in front, just off the fence inside at Checkmore, hard on the outside rail. A length further back, Express Age running third. 4th is Rock You. 5th outside it now, Rye Hero. Back to the centre, towards the centre there is Del Sol, followed by Bradson, Ruling Regent. Always a Chance last of all. Coming on to the 400-metre mark now. Checkmore under pressure. The Grey well known's gone up to hit it. Then Express Age and Rye Hero switches back from behind those now. Further back, Rock You trying to get clear. He's about to get out, Oliver. Gets the run now, Oliver on Rock You. It goes up with Rye Hero. They get to the front now from Checkmore. It's on the outside, Rock You and Rye Hero. Rock You's got a neck in front of Rye Hero. Then Always a Chance, but Rock You, 3 for Oliver. Away it goes from Always a Chance, and Rock You east to the post, 1.5 length, Always a Chance. Third home is Rye Hero, then Bradson. Further back in the race then came Checkmore. A gap in the race, Express Age. Ruling Region, and last of all is Del Sol.
Number 6, Rock You, 3.30 and 1.40. 9 Always a Chance, 5.60. 8 Ray Hero, $1.50.
Number 6, Rock You. He did take hold in the last 50 metres and sat up. He's only wanted about a half length. I think Always a Chance got a little bit closer than what he probably anticipated, Damien, but he's got home. Sat behind them, whereas the rider of the Rye Hero, Brad Rawiller, came off the outside, or a couple off the outside, to go from behind those leaders. It got to the lead, then Damien's pushed up inside him, and he's been too good. Number 6, Rock You, D. Oliver, gives Damien 3 for the day. 9 Second Always a Chance was last on the outside fence, came home well, but he sat up on the winner there to allow the second horse to get within about a half length of him, and third, number 8, and that was Rye Hero, but the winner has scored with something in hand.
6 Rock You, 3.50, 1.50. 9 Always a Chance, 3.90, and 8 Rye Hero to pay 1.50. Here's Michael Heath at the Canberra Racecourse.
They'll go in. Must be just a confidence thing or something. Now, most of them are in. Here's the John Maloney trained Quiet Style going forward, and is about to be joined by another Victorian, Truly Believe. This race carrying listed status, important for breeders and for these fillies later on when they eventually find the matron's paddocks. Set for the Morphettville Guineas. No sign of the light. One of them backing up there, and that's Truly Believe. Now they're right. They're off this time, and Truly Believe appeared to jump well. Satiray a little slow to begin, but not by much. And looking for an early leader. Quiet Style will oblige from Ruris going to second. Third placing Beijing Saw will work into the box seat. Soaring Melody the inside. Swoop and going after those out wide was Even Say Shell, and Raining Bell is right there in the thick of it. Then came Polo Royale from Cognac Centrefield Debater. Further back behind those, getting the head up a little, Truly Believe, and back between those Satiray, and they were followed second last by Swooping Cheval, and Madonna is last of all as they negotiate the side turn and run towards the 1,000-metre mark now, and Ruris has found the lead, and she's under control and well under restraint at the moment. The rider standing high in the irons, about a length in front. Second placing Quiet Style. Third is Beijing, so he couldn't ask for a better run. Even Seychelles on the outside of Soaring Melody, only about a length and a half off them. Further back then, Raining Bell, the favourite, out wider on the track. Cognac takes off now from Polo Royale, and they were followed then by Truly Believe, who's got about 4 behind her, and they include Debater, Satiray, Swooping Cheval and Madonna. Around the home turn they come at the 600-metre mark now, and here the leader is Ruris from Quiet Style, and 3 deep Cognac, who's made her run a fair way out. In behind those, Even Say Shell on the outside of Beijing, so just holding her in for the moment, and then came Raining Bell poised behind those. Then Soaring Melody, and they're getting away from Debater, and further back Truly Believe in the straight now, and Ruris is the leader from Quiet Style. Beijing Soy looking for the run, and down the outside here comes the top horse, Raining Bell. She's rounded them up very quickly indeed. Raining Bell goes to Quiet Style, draws a length and a half in front, and the Guineas is all over in a twinkling. Raining Bell, she's better than average. She's won a length and a quarter on the line to Quiet Style. Truly Believe, I think, got third. Fourth is Tight Satiray on the inside with Beijing Soy, wider out Soaring Melody, and then Madonna from the rear, knocking right up Even Say Shell after having a charmed run. Debater next in, followed by Ruris. Further back then Cognac, and a long way back the other two easing right down, Swooping Cheval and Polo Royale with it.
$3, $3 and $2.75 for Raining Bell, 4 second, 9 third. Updating Randwick, race number 6 for...
Racing in the Flight Stakes, and Snapshots missed it, and so too did Sika Leela, and Addy Win first away from Stella Cadente, jumping nicely Only a Lady, and right up there all the rave with Vocalist and River Century very wide, then Pallia, followed by On Air, a break of a length, the Platonic, and then Snapshots booting up on the rails after a tardy jump. Off the track is Protege, and then a break to Zarshaline, followed by Pretty Buttons, and then comes Sika Leela, Snar Dame and Tuta Bonanova. Well, Addy Win might have bolted for Jackie Che. Addy Win goes onto the first corner, 8 lengths now on River Century. Stella Cadente 2 off third, and then all the rave a length, the Vocalist, Only a Lady, Pallia, followed by Snapshots on the inside of On Air, Tuta Zarshaline holding the inside from Platonic, then Protege, Pretty Buttons, followed well back on the run, Snar Dame, Sika Leela, and 3 lengths to Bonanova. Well, the supporters of Addy Win are getting a silent. Jackie Che leads on Addy Win by 10 lengths, and down to the 600 marker, Addy Win given a spell, 10, 12 lengths now. Second on the inside inside is River Century. Third is All the Rave, and then Vocalist Stella Cadente on air. 2 to Only a Lady, and the others ahead of there by snapshots as they round the home corner. 400 left to run, and Addie Win in front, and up the rise she goes. She's coming back to them. Stella Cadente going after her, followed by All the Rave. Only a Lady on air coming down the outside with snapshots, and then Pallia. Addie Win can hardly pick her feet up. Only a Lady went right up on the inner, on air, and Bonanova from a mile back, but Only a Lady holding Bonanova, and Only a Lady wins the flight stakes from Bonanova. On air third, and then came Snardame with Pallia and Zarshaline. Stella Cadente. Addie Win knocked up, not surprisingly. Further back in the field was Platonic. All the Rave, snapshots, and then came Vocalist, River Century, Seekalila Protege, and Pretty Buttons, Absolute.
12 Only a Lady, Super Tab 54.90, 11.30, 11 Bonanova to pay 7.63 on air to 30.
The New South Wales tote for the win, $41.20 and $8.80 for the place. Number 11, Bonanova, ridden by Wayne Harris, runs second, has paid $7.10. And number 3 on air, ridden by Jay Marshall in third spot, will pay $2.30. Well, Addie Win, obviously the tactics must have been for Jackie Che to get out there and pinch it, or else the horse bolted on him, and blowed if I know, but it dead set had to stop. He just can't get that far in front and go that speed. And I'm sure that they've got record figures and expect the thing to keep going. 12, 11 and 3. Only a Lady by Sir Tristram from London Lights, trained by Clary Connors for the Domeland Proprietary Limited Syndicate. Clary's not been training for Domeland for very long. They've been in Australia for quite some time, Domeland. They've had their horses trained up at Kulnura, but over the last few months, many of those horses have found their way into Clary Connors Warwick Farm stables, and they haven't taken long to come up trumps with Only a Lady, Clary putting the polish on her to take out this prestigious race. And, well, goodness me, she was disappointing at Rose Hill. She ran 10th out of 16, beaten, only 3.9 lengths. They've gone 46.35 for the first 800, 36.46 the last 600. Here's the time, 1:34.23. That's bettered the race record, 1:34.23. LA Show held the previous, established here in 81 of 1:35.20. Yet another race record on this lightning track this afternoon. 798.40 Quinella, 13,833.70 Trifecta, Exacta $1,460.70, and Stella Cadente just couldn't go on with it today. A race of upsets, the Flight Stakes.
Correct weight out.
Running now, came away in a good line. Western Reality on the inside. Rose of Danehill and Fuss began well. Dropping out to second last, Kensington Palace, and last of all, Innocent Kiss, but they're in a big bunch at the moment. It's Fuss and Cornwall Queen, who's throwing ahead about fiercely at the moment second. They're followed further back by Malini now going forward around the outside. While Malini's taken up the running from Fuss and Cornwall Queen. He's having a bit of trouble settling her. Outside those, Maribel. 2 further back in the race, then came Senti Lassie. The inside, Rose of Danehill. 2 to Hit and Run. Western Reality, Regal Sachet, 3 deep. Then further back, Gliding Light from Kensington Palace, and Innocent Kiss last of all. At the 1,000, Maribel took up the running now, led by a length and a half Malini. 3/4 Cornwall Queen settles a bit better now, third. Length further back, Fuss fourth. Then Rose of Danehill on the outside. 3 deep is Senti Lassie, 2 lengths to Regal Sachet, 3 deep around Hit and Run. Western Reality on the inside, 2 lengths further back, Kensington Palace, followed by Gliding Light and Innocent Kisses last of all. At the 750-metre mark, Maribel in front now from Malini, who's up second. They're followed further out in the track by Cornwall Queen. She's 3 wide coming to the turn from Fuss just behind those. Then Senti Lassie, Regal Sachet to the outside, Kensington Palace back inside, Rose of Danehill. Then Western Reality in the straight at the 400, Maribel in front. Fuss can't get out, Malini outside the lead. Then further out, Cornwall Queen, Rose of Danehill trying to push through. So as Fuss as Malini hit the front. Cornwall Queen under some pressure, and Rose of Danehill getting out. Rose of Danehill after Malini now from Fuss. Kensington Palace from a long way back. Rose of Danehill hit the lead from on the inside, Malini. Latest Kensington Palace, but Rose of Danehill. 3/4 Malini ahead, third Kensington Palace. There's a good Oaks run, that third filly. Then further back, Cornwall Queen from Fuss, no luck in the straight from Hit and Run. Regal Sachet was wide. Further back then came Gliding Light, followed by Western Reality. A gap, Senti Lassie, Innocent Kiss, and near the tail is Maribel.
1 Rose of Danehill, 440 and 190. 4 Malinti, 270. 5 Kensington Palace, $1.80.
Moving up well, Canberra, 1 Rose of Danehill, 490, 180. 4 Malinti, 230, and 5 Kensington Palace, $1.80.
4-5 Rose of Danehill. Rose of Danehill just headed to get that run, this filly, ridden by Stephen King. A few of them were having trouble getting the run in the straight, particularly Fuss, after Malinti was in front, but Rose of Danehill
will come back and move.
Okay, moving up.
Edgy in the gate. There's the light. They've jumped this time, and he jumped right away with them. Lord Shiraz came out running fast, and so too did the heavyweight. Near the inside, Sir Swayze drives through, and going fast is My Modest, looking for the lead. My Modest accelerates ahead of the others now to lead Lord Shiraz, Jarmac, and Hero Wins right there on their hammer. Sir Swayze's with them too. Then came further back in the field, Scornbold out deep behind Jarmac. Further back to the inside, Cleopatra's Girl, Brinkman's Image, and then came the heavyweight with the Port Watch deep further back in the field. Then came My Promise, and they were followed then by My Advocator, then Royal Tess, and last of all the stayer Barossa Babe. Around the turn, and the leader is My Modest showing the way. My Modest is out clear by about a length and a half. Lord Shiraz's second, third Sir Swayze's had a nice run. So is Hero Win fourth. Jarmac was fifth, followed by Cleopatra's Girl, and they were followed then by Port Watch. Back to the inside, My Advocator taking a shortcut. They race down to the 200-metre mark now, and the leader is My Modest from Lord Shiraz, and now Sir Swayze and Hero Wind making their claims. Here's Hero Wind and Sir Swayze coming at them. Sir Swayze's hit the front. He's holding Hero Wind. Sir Swayze goes home to score nicely at good odds. Second, Hero Wind. Third might be My Modest, the inside. And over on the outside, Port Watch, no luck at all. He was 3 wide at least throughout. Then came Cleopatra's Girl from Brinkman's Image, followed by Promise Me. Lord Shiraz, My Advocator ran home hard along the inside. Barossa Babe caught up with them. Jarmac was there with Royal Tess, followed further back by second last Scornbold, and last of all was the heavyweight.
13 Sir Swayze, 10.40, 13.70 and 14.95. 1 second, a photo third. It's between 9 and 10. The outside horse has got close, but hanging on My Modest close to the line. There's a big bob comes in from the 10 here, but next week. Belmont Race 4.
Anthem. Racing in the Epsom, Star Covered a little slowly away with Holy Roller and Corporate James and Catalan Opening and Iron Horse, with Crafty Bow and Tarn Pearl Lane got out well. Might and Powers right up there. So's Monet's Cove and Flak Jacket. Followed at the head of the others as they settle Blue Gum. Alpha not too far away, followed by Blazing Steel, Star Covered, and then comes on the outside Prairie. A break to Holy Roller, then a length and a half to King Ivor. Corporate James, followed by Ripper Monopolize. Anthem second last, and whipping them in as Galactic Valley. Crafty Bow the leader as they come to the side at the 1,000, a length and a half, Might and Power. Third Posse, Monet's Cove and Tarn Pearl Lane. Fourth, 2 lengths to Iron Horse, a length to Flak Jacket, and then Catalan Opening, followed by Dane Ripper. 2 lengths to Alpha. Blue Gum, Star Covered as they string out. Then Blazing Steel, Holy Roller inside Prairie, a length to King Ivor. Then comes Ripper, followed by Corporate James, Monopolize, Anthems, and 2 to Galactic Valley. Down to the 600 metres, they're setting a cracking speed in the Epsom. Crafty Bow joined by Monet's Cove. 4 lengths to Might and Power, getting a lovely run. 2 to Tarn Pearl Lane. 3 lengths to Iron Horse, followed then by Flak Jacket and Catalan Opening on the inside. Dane Ripper heads the others, straightening up, and Monet's Cove sailed away from Crafty Bow. Tarn Pearl Lane setting after Monet's Cove, then Might and Power, Iron Horse, Alpha, and at the head of the others, Blue Gum. Monet's Cove in front from Tarn Pearl Lane. Might and Power the inside, Iron Horse coming at them with Alpha. Here's a go, Tarn Pearl Lane. Iron Horse grabs it, Tarn Pearl Lane, Iron Horse. Iron Horse! Iron Horse from a tighty, Tarnpur Lane and wide out Blazing Steel, followed by Alpha Prairie, Catlin opening Might and Power, then came King Ivor. Holy Roller Star cover to break then to Monet's Cove, who wilted Monopolised next from Corporate James Ripper, then Anthems, Dane Ripper, Blue Gum, Galactic Valley, Flak Jacket and Crafty Bow was last. Iron Horse has won the 1997 Epsom Handicap. Iron Horse, number 6, $21.80 and $5.50, $21.80 and $5.50. Very close for minors here. Tarnpur Lane and Blazing Steel on the outside. Nothing between Tarnpur Lane and Blazing Steel. But Iron Horse has been able to win for Gay Waterhouse.
23.65.40 on Super Tab. Number 4, Tarnpur Lane to pay $2.70. 13 up Blazing Steel, $10.50.
That, of course, is Gay's first Epsom handicap. And a very pleasing part of the win is that the first prize money of $340,000, 50% of that, $170,000, will go to the Variety Club of Australia. No numbers up. Iron Horse will be first, Chris Muntz. At 21, here we go. Iron Horse, number 6 first. Number 4 is second, Tarnpur Lane. Number 13 is third, Blazing Steel. Officially fourth, number 1 Alpha. And officially fifth, number 20 Prairie. So the NSW totes Iron Horse repeating at just over $21 and $5.50. Number 4, Tarnpur Lane, $2.80. Number 13 has paid upwards of $10, and that being Blazing Steel. The Quinella will pay $98.40. The trifecta, $8,463.50. The daily double has returned $1,067.80, and the exacta will pay $259. The winner trained by Gay Waterhouse for the Lone Star Syndicate by Zephyr Zip from Spyglass. A Bay Gelding 5, 28 starts, 8 wins, 2 seconds, 4 thirds. Iron Horse won a Wellington boot, won a Gosford Cup, and here's Gay training him to win the Epsom Handicap by a head, with a short half head between second and third, so these metric miles living up to their reputation as spine tinglers as far as closeness of finishes is concerned. A head, a short half head, 133.46. 133.46 is only 0.15 outside Ferlante's race and course record. They ran the first 800 in 47.28, the last 600 in 35.01. The runner-up, gallant performance by Tarnpur Lane by Average Game from Spoil the Party. A Bay Horse 4, Cliff Brown at Narbathong in Victoria, Gavin Eads. Number 13, third, Blazing Steel, getting home well by Steel Pulse, Hearty Rhythm. A Bay Gelding 5, Billy Mitchell. Training him now, Kevin Forrester. Number 1 Alpha had his chance fourth, and every conceivable hope for might and power. That's the story of the Epsom Handicap. More on it after Rodney's up.
OK, let's update race 8. Brisbane, 1 Sanam's Game, 13 and 3.30.
We're off and running now. Irish Peak missed the jump away about 3 or 4 lengths. Lord Matthew getting back after the start. Charlie away running today and landed in front here from Jugulator. Civil List travelling forward now, followed by Des's Dream, who's 4th early. Video Fan is up running 5th, and further back Ron 1 from Belzig, and they're followed further back in the race by Prime Address.
Number 2 scratched at the coast.
Lord Matthew 2 to Stargazer, and last of all Irish Peak, and they're well strung out at the 1,000. Charlie a half in front. Second is Civil List on the outside, almost on terms, and Thompson has to let it go. It's pulling hard, Civil List. It's gone up to Charlie. They've clapped on the speed about 3 or 4 lengths in front of Jugulator, 3rd, 4th, Des's Dream. 2 further back in the race, Belzig around Video Fan. Belzig 3 deep on the fence, Ron 1 from Prime Address. Starbinder and Lord Matthew, and further back in the race then came Skygazer. Last of all is Irish Peak up to the turn, Civil List. Outside Charlie when they turn for home at Civil List, going to the front from Charlie. Jugulator's had a nice run from Des's Dream. Further back Belzig and Video Fan in the straight. Civil List opened up and shot 3 lengths in front, but Jugulator gets out after it now. Then Des's Dream right down the outside, Belzig, then Charlie struggling. Civil List in front, starting to come at it on the outside, Jugulator. Civil List in front, Jugulator wearing it down from Des's Dream. Then further back Belzig at Civil List, grabbed by Jugulator. Jugulator going home better than Civil List and Des's Dream and Jugulator. Jugulator 3/4 Civil List. A half away 3rd is Des's Dream, then Starbinder there ran on from Belzig and further out.
Strongly with Dynamic Knight. Victory Supreme and Dynamic Knight. Victory Supreme the outside in front of Dynamic Knight, and Victory Supreme beats Dynamic Knight and Zen Star. Hopeful Dancer and Bancher Prince next from Mr. Calhoun, Wellback Heinzman, Dark Stripe and Ace Cool at the tail of the field.
Number 7, Victory Supreme, 361.40, 11 Dynamic Knight, 260, and number 9, Zen Star, 460.
Flemington, winner of the last 9 Jugulator, 450 and 180. 12 Civil List, $1.80. 2 Desert Stream, 260.
Now there's correct weight, Perth, 561 rate.
Racing in the final event at Royal Randwick. West Point from a wide alley first away, joined immediately by Masked Party, a length away third, Dance Till Dawn. And then Pimpala Sun, Fleet Mirage is gathering some speed, and so too on the inside Triple Crown. 2 lengths to Headstrong, then Romantic Ace, followed by Navy Seal on the rails. Being passed by the North now as Navy Seal's just shifting a little bit away from the fence, allowing the North to creep through. Wholehearted next to last, and dropping out to the tail of the field as the North now, as Murph has gone to about 5th last. They come down the side of the track, and Pimpala Sun shows the way. About 3/4 of a length on Masked Party. West Point is travelling 3rd, and 4th on the inside Fleet Mirage. Then Triple Crown and Dance Till Dawn a couple of lengths further away is Headstrong, followed by Romantic Ace, and then comes Navy Seal and Murph. The North on the inside, and Wholehearted is last as they race towards the corner. 450 left to travel. Masked Party and Pimpala Sun disputing the lead. Plenty of room for Fleet Mirage between them. West Point is wider out than Triple Crown, followed by Headstrong, Dance Till Dawn. The North a mile back, and Romantic Ace on the outside. Now West Point shot away. Down to the 200 metres, West Point being chased by Headstrong. The North still a long way back, and Triple Crown so too, with Romantic Ace battling on, but Headstrong runs to West Point. Headstrong put his head in front, and away he goes. Headstrong beat West Point, 3rd Romantic Ace, and then the North, followed by Navy Seal. At the head of the others, Fleet Mirage, Triple Crown, Murph, and then Pimpala Sun. Wholehearted, Dance Till Dawn, and Masked Party knocked up and finished last.
1 Headstrong, Super Tab, 10 even and 3 even. 3 West Point, 210. 7 Romantic Ace, 380.
Second game to number 3 West Point. It's paid $2.60, and number 7 Romantic Ace at $3.20. Last trained by Clary Connors. A big day for Clary. He won the Flight Stakes with only a lady. And a Headstrong and marvellous old horse. He's had 48 starts, 11 wins, 7 seconds and 4 thirds, ridden by Mick Dittman, by Archregent from Ready to Smile, trained by Clary, Ferrari, S. Gosen, R. Long, F. Pisa, G. Hinville and Terry Shields. Ridden by the enforcer, Mick Dittman. And he got the better of West Point. He battled on pretty well, West Point, by Dane Hill from Quarantima Bay, horse 4, Gay Waterhouse, Jim Cassidy, and Romantic Aces run 3rd. By Full On Aces, Hope to Come, Brown or Black Horse 5, Max Lee's Alan Scourse. The North plugged home for 4th, Navy Seal 5th, and Murph is up there for 6th, but we'll have the full complement of placing shortly. They've run 121.91, 121.91, the record held by Confiscate 121.54, and the sectional up shortly. 137.